What is up, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about a player that I think the Charlotte Hornets need to trade for that'd make the team just substantially better. Um, yeah, let's hop right into it. First off, like the video on YouTube helps me out a ton. Subscribe to my channel. I post daily sports content. Um, yeah, that's about it. And Charlotte Hornets fans, real quick thing. This video hinges a lot on what you think the Hornets have in Vernon Carey Jr. If you think he is potentially, the center of the future, then this just acts as trade. But if you think that they could get a sizable upgrade at that position, which I personally think they do, they can and they should, this is the trade for you. So that trade is John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks. And, it just makes sense, quite honestly, y'all. John Collins is, supposedly unhappy in Atlanta. Trae Young's style of play aggravated him somehow. He had issues with contract extension. It's just not happy times in Atlanta right now. Okay? Now, he has not straight up requested a trade yet. And it's unknown if he actually will. But at the moment, it's looking more likely than not that by the time next year's season starts, he will not be a member of the Atlanta Hawks. So that brings up the question of who should trade for him. And I just say any young team, right? Look, John Collins is the ideal modern day big man, right? He can shoot somewhat well. He can defend somewhat well. He can pass somewhat well. He can attack the rim somewhat well. When we're talking about in terms of modern day big man, John Collins is one of those guys. And the Hawks already have a, replacement, quote, in Danilo Gallinari that can just slide right into the spot and fill more or less the same role that was occupied by John Collins, right? So it's not going to be a huge loss to the Hawks. So, in terms of who should the Charlotte Hornets give up, I had to think about this one for a little bit. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I decided to go with Devontae Graham. That might be somewhat controversial, but he has not had a hot 2021 so far. He's not been playing amazing at all. And they have Terry Rozier, they have Malik Monk, they have LaMelo Ball. Those are three guys right there that can, handle the ball similar to how Devontae Graham does, just be a ball handler. I'm recording this on LaMelo's triple-double night, just letting y'all know. So, obviously, we know LaMelo Ball might be ready. And it would make sense to start him, in my opinion, sooner or later. So, obviously, that means the main man out is Devontae Graham. So, now, I'm not a cap space wizard. I'm never going to claim to be. Contracts, in terms of, just might not work out. But I bet the Hornets could make it work, right? Because I feel like this would work a lot for the Hawks, too, right? And the reason I say this is, okay, so the Atlanta Hawks, they kind of have, a sizable amount of point guards on the team already. But they can always get a, younger guy. And when I say, sizable amount of point guards, I'm talking about Rondo and, who's the other guy? Defensive dude. Played on the... Chris Dunn. That's what I'm thinking of. So they already have two, guys at that backup point guard position. But I personally highly doubt that Rondo is the future of the backup position, right? He's a good veteran signing, but he's 34 years old, and the Atlanta Hawks are, they're close to playoff contention, yeah, and they can probably reach it this, season. But they're closer to a rebuilding, they're a rebuilding team. They're a younger team. And while I like the signing, I feel like if they had to, they could just ride him on the bench if needed. That's about it, quite honestly. I just feel like John Collins right now is the man that every young team that needs a power forward needs to go out and get. The Hornets don't have a power forward. They should go out and try and get him. It's that simple, y'all. Another dude that I kind of thought about was Miles Turner, but I'm really not sure he would fit well next to Clint Capella. Quite honestly, they already have a center for the future in Clint Capella and possibly Onyeka Ukanwu. So yeah, all right, that's gonna be it. So yeah, I said it before. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Post daily sports videos. Like the video, and Hornets fans, tell me what you think. What you think they should do, if they should do this trade, what trades they need to do, all that good stuff. Y'all have an amazing day. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Peace out, y'all.